Hello, what's up, guys? We are live right now, and in this video, we'll be looking into Hack the Box Optimum walkthrough. So this is a Windows-based machine, and this is a fairly difficult box because this box involves something like privilege escalation and some topics out there. So we'll start it within a while. Okay, so let me get all the guys out there. So make sure you're online. Okay, I'll be right back within a minute. So guys, we are live right now. Okay, so now let me go. Let me start. So guys, this video is all about Hack the Box Optimum machine. So this is a retired machine, and this is a little bit of a medium machine. Okay, a medium machine. And so this gives you a brief understanding over something called Windows privilege escalation and stuff like that. Okay, so we'll be looking into that. Okay, so if you can tell me whether my everything regarding my setup is fine. I think it's fine. Okay, so let me open my Linux machine. uh okay, I think it's visible. So let me connect to my VPN configuration file. Okay, let me connect to my VPN configuration file. Yes, open VPN htb.ovpn. Hi Prince, good morning. I think it's connected right now. So let me uh, uh, on this machine, Optimum machine. Just a minute, guys. I will be doing this within a while. It might take a little bit. Okay. So I'm turning on Optimum. Okay. You need to have something like if the machine is turned off, you need to turn it on in Hack the Box. Okay. So you can simply look into it. I'm not doing anything on my screen, okay? So don't worry, I'm having two screens, and in the other screen I'm doing all the operation work, okay? So yes, my machine is live right now. So let me quickly copy the stuff out there and target IP, and let me look into my IP as well. IF config, which is 14.24. Uh, so these are my quick observations I written down out there. Hi Sat, hi Hacker Boy Telugu. So guys, I noted down the IPs and everything, and now let me create a directory for this Optimum. Let me navigate to this, and now let me start a simple nmap scan, which checks for default scripts as well as versions. Let me enlarge a little bit. I think it's visible right now. Okay, and I want to print this output into something called nmap scan.txt, and let me paste the IP address. I think it's 10.10.8. Let me check it. Yes, 10.10.8. Yeah, now my scan is running out there. It might take a while. Okay, so in the meantime, if you have any doubts, feel free to post down. I will try to help you guys. And it's recommended to take good notes, guys. I had already done this box on 29th September, and having a notes gives you something like freedom, or you might forget after some time. And our scan is completed as well. Scan is completed right now. Here you can see something called only port 80 is open for us. So HTTP port, and you even get the version. So let's see, quickly navigate to this thing, and let's check whether any important information will get it over there. Let me copy this thing. Let me go over there, and this is like a simple file server. So and and here guys, you can see something like HTTP file server. So let's search whether we are having any exploits out there. Let me go with something called sexploit, and it's not at all available right now there. Let's search on Google as well, because I'm using the old version of Kali Linux, so this might be a problem. And at the front page you can get something called a result from Rapid7 as well as exploit DB. Let's quickly go with the Rapid7, and let's check what information we'll be getting out there. So I think it's not there, so let's check in the Metasploit as well. So what happened is, when I searched it, I think they removed this blog. Okay, but let's search with this thing, regetto hfs underscore exec. Let's search whether we can explore, we can find some exploits. So simply search for this thing. Yes, we got an exploit over there. So if you are really interested, okay, if you are really interested right now, I will be showing you how you can exploit it manually as well. So give me a notification or a message telling that if you're interested, I'll show you how you can do this exploit, how you can exploit the server manually as well. So let's use this thing. Let's quickly exploit this thing, and at last we'll based on replies, we'll be doing the manual exploit as well. Hi Tech Army. Hi. and let me look into the options. Here we are having necessary things are our hosts, okay, which is not set yet. Our host, yeah, and all the necessary things are set it up. So let's set the our hosts, and we have our IP ready made over here. Sorry guys, this is my target IP. Let me copy this thing, let me paste it, and let me look into options once again, because sometimes this might suck. And let's go with exploit. Let's check whether we are able to exploit or not. I think yes, we got a meterpreter shell, guys. It is really good, because, and let's check whether we are what user we are. Okay, so something called let's go to shell. So what shell does is it converts our meterpreter shell to the shell of its type. So since it is Windows, we got a command shell. If you are on something like Linux, it might be giving you some bash shell. So let's go with who am I, and we are Costas. Okay, so we are not privileged user yet. So what we'll be doing is uh, let's control C this terminate this shell, and I will be showing you how you can escalate your privileges with the help of Metasploit as well. So let's background this session. Okay, so if you quickly do a command called sessions, you'll be having something like with the ID and the type of the session, as well as the information about the box. So what we'll be using right now is we'll use something called suggester. Simply type suggester, and this will automatically uh, give us a module named post multi recon local exploit suggester. So what this does is this simply search for the exploits that are readily available for us right now there. So let's look into the options what we'll be having, and let's set the session as 1, and let's exploit this thing out there. You can see it will be collecting all the local exploits. Okay, uh, let's wait for a while until it completes, and ask your questions and ask your queries in the meantime, uh, before it gives us some commands. Okay, so let's wait for a while. I think this might take a while. Let it take a while. We'll wait for some time. Yeah, it is getting out some exploits. Yeah, we got 2 exploits out there. Okay, good hacker, best laptop for hackers. Uh guy Jude, please wait for some time. Okay, after I complete this thing, I'll definitely tell you. Okay, based on your recommendations. Okay, based on your necessities. So guys, here you can see something called, we got 2 modules out there which are of exploit type, and these both are the things that are mostly vulnerable things. Let's check with this thing, because you can see something like ms16032. So these are the standard vulnerabilities out there for Windows machines. And I forgot to tell you, this Optimum is a Windows machine. Okay, so let me copy this thing, let me use this thing. I think I made some mistake. Let me paste it once again, and let me look into the options. Again, we need to set the session, which is 1 right now there. Let's exploit it. Okay, let's exploit this thing. Let's hope that we'll be getting the shell as a privileged user. Okay, so I hope it is. I hope you. I hope you are taking notes while while looking into the video or while practicing things out. So I think it's done with the exploitation, but it's taking a while. So good hacker. So if you are using, for what purpose you want to use your laptop for? So for hacking, sorry, I think you will ask me questions regarding hacking only. I'm really sorry, guys. So for hacking, it is recommended to have a laptop with a good processor and with good GPU, because the reason why I am suggesting you GPU is GPU can be really helpful for password cracking, and this adds some additional power to your laptop as well. Okay, so that's the reason. So consider buying out a powerful laptop. Okay, uh, if you are really interested in Mac OS, you can go with that as well. Okay, so let me exit this thing. I think it's not at all working for us. Let's look into the options. And the problem here is the L host is set it up to our local ETH zeros address, but our IP address right now there is 10.10.14.24. So guys, if you are having this kind of things, make sure you set this to the proper one. Sorry, I think it's set as, let me paste this thing, and now let me exploit it, and now it will be coming, guys. It will definitely coming right now there, but you need to wait for some time. I hope so. It is taking a while, so let's wait. Okay, if it doesn't work, let's go with something called manual exploits. Okay, I think it's not reliable. Okay, don't know why this is not working. So that's the problem with the metasploit. It works sometime, it doesn't work sometime. Okay, so this can be a real problem to us, for hackers like us. Okay, so let me exit this thing. So it should work fine, guys, but it's not working out there right now. So let's wait for some time. Let me exit this thing, and let me look into the options. Sorry, let me look into the sessions. So let me go to the session. Let me interact with the session, and let's do the privilege escalation manually. Okay, sessions minus I in order to interact, and our thing is 1. So let's go with the shell. Okay, let's go with the shell out there, and guys, let me introduce a tool called Windows exploit suggested. So this is a standard tool for escalating our privileges using this tool. So let me clone this thing a little bit faster, because I haven't cloned it yet, because I'm not using this machine uh, uh, for hacking. Okay, for playing CTFs and stuff. Let me copy this thing, Let me open a news. Let me go to my home. Let me make a directory called privilege escalation. Let me go to that, and let me clone this thing a little bit faster. I think I haven't copied it. Not an issue. Let's copy it once again, and I think it's not working. Why it's not working? Let's copy this like this, and if it doesn't, so now it's coming fine. Now we'll be having this thing. Let's go to there, and here if you go there, guys, here you can find something like the usage. You need to install something called XLRD with the help of pip. Wow, 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 so late, can't believe, guys. Okay, it's like 12:10. I'm in USA. Yeah, sure. Yeah, that's the difference, guys. I'm in India and you are in different countries. This can be a problem. Okay, this can be a problem for us, guys, because most of my 40% of my viewers are only from India, and all rest of them are from other parts of the world. So that's fine. That's fine. You can watch it. You can go back and you can watch it. That's not an issue at all. So now, as suggested, let's install something called XLRD. A pip install XLRD. If you're having pip, you can do that as well. Okay, or else you can install it by the help of python -pip. So let's go there, and as suggested, we always need to update this thing. So when you update it, it will get something like a file, an Excel file, and which consists of all the current possible exploits out there for privilege escalation. So let's do this thing. Let's copy it and let's paste it. So if you quickly look into the file, you can find something called an Excel file. So what we'll be doing right now is, we set it up something called Windows Exploit Register, which helps in escalating our privileges. Okay, and so now let's go back to our machine and use something called system info. And if you type a command called system info, this will be giving you all the details regarding the version, the updates, hot fixes, and etc, etc. So this can be really helpful for us in finding out the exploits. Let me copy this thing. Let me copy this all the data, and let me go back to my this place, and let me enlarge a little bit. So I'll use a gedit systeminfo.txt. Let me paste it, Control S. Let me close this thing. So if I do an ls, I'll be getting it. Okay, so now let's run our Windows exploits register. So /wi, and if you hit tab, it will auto complete for you guys. And the database hyphen database, okay, which is our Excel file. If you simply hit 2, it will be giving you the Excel. It will auto complete your Excel sheet. Okay, and then let's go with system minus system info, and you need to specify the system file. Okay, the file where you got this thing. Okay, so let me hit enter. Now if you wait for a while, you'll be getting out all the possible exploits, okay, which helps us in escalating our stuff. So go back, always look from starting, okay, because this gives you more information like this. Okay, and it is all, guys, it is always easy to exploit the kernel because it's a little bit simple. So if you look into the second thing, which is rgnobg integer overflow, which is something on kernel. So let's try to escalate on this thing. And guys, here you can see something called, we even got the location of this exploit. So let me open this link. If it's okay, I will post it in the chat box as well. It can help you if you are following along. Okay, So you got your exploit out there, but this is in C++ and we need to compile it. I hope so they'll be giving something. Yeah, we got something called, we got the location of the binary as well. So let's look into this, what we'll be getting out there. Let's copy this thing and let's go back to my terminal. Let's go back to my terminal and let me get this. I hope I'll be getting it. Yes. So we got 41020.exe. So let's rename it, okay? Because it's a little bit confusing. Exploit.exe. To do ls, we'll be getting this thing. So what I'll be doing is I'll be hosting a simple server out there. Okay, I'll be hosting a simple Python server and I will try to download it on my Windows machine. So let's check what are the utilities we got. Let's check. We got wget, not found, curl, not yet found. So we can use something called certutil. Okay, so I'll show you how you can use it in a while. So now let's simply create a Python server, python -m simple HTTP server on the port 80. So we had a server out there. So let's download it using something called certutil. So let me type the command. Let me go to somewhere called temp, or because there might be some problem for us, guys. We can't always download it in the main locations. Okay, so ls, sorry dear. So I think there is something called temp. So let's navigate to that. Yes, now we are in the temp and we haven't got anything out there. So let's download our exploit here. So the command is certutil -url cache. I'm going to specify the file which is from the server http://. Let's paste our IP address over there. So which is this is our IP address. Oh, sorry, this is our IP address. 10.10.14.24. Paste it. Since we are already on something called port 80, so we don't need to do something like port. We don't need to specify port. Okay, and the thing is exploit.exe. Let's specify the name as well here. With the name, it should be stored here, which is exploit.exe. Let me hit enter and let's wait. So if possible, I'll paste the command, guys. Just a minute, because it can be helpful for you. You can paste it in somewhere in your notes. Okay, because if wget or the wget or something are not working, you can use something called certutil. Okay, so now we got our exploit. Sorry, I'm really used to Windows. Sorry, I think we are not getting it right now. I don't know the why. exe, it's not yet available. Let's do this once again. URL cache command completed successfully. So I think we need to change. I think it's not allowing us to do it. Let's try it out in every possible location out there. Okay, access denied, cd users. Let's go to our costas as well. Let's go to costas. Okay, and if you do it here, I think there is a temp file over here. Nope. Let's go to downloads. Let's paste it. Let's check whether we can able to download it over there. Let's do it here. Yes, we got the exploit. So guys, this can be a really a problematic sometimes, because you can't always download your stuff on every location possible out there. So it is recommended to try out all the possible locations. So now let's exploit this thing. Exploit.exe. Let's run this. So in order to run this, simply name the command. I think we'll be getting out there. Yes, let's look. Who am I? Yes, we are the system. So now what we can do is we can simply go back, cd desktop, and let's copy all the flags. Okay, and we can do this. We can get our file. So we have something called user.txt.txt. So let's copy this thing, because tab feature is not enabled right now there. So what we'll be doing is type and paste the file name. You'll be getting a flag, paste it, enjoy. This is the user flag, guys. And let's me go a little bit back, the cd. So if we did, we got something called administrator. Let's go to desktop. Let's look into all the stuff out there. Yes, we got that flag as well. Let's copy it once again. uh Type. I think our payload is getting slower, but yes, we got the flag as well. So guys, this is how you can escalate your windows, okay, windows privileges. So this can really be helpful, because in most of the CTFs, if you consider from medium to higher or tougher, you'll be not getting something called privileged user uh, by default. So you need to escalate your privileges. Okay, and guys, here if you run this command, we got some bunch of exploits that can be useful. But the reason why I used a kernel exploit is exploiting the machine via kernel is really simple. Okay, you can try it out all these things. Okay, this is not at all mandatory. I got it, you can do it. And you got also something called hot potato, you can try it out. You got many out there. Okay, but make sure you use, but there will be something like Internet Explorer, so don't try to go with that, because it's not always useful, because we need to have something called manual access to the machine, which is not possible in this case right now. So go with something called ms vulnerabilities. Okay, so by any means, but it is recommended to go from top, because those are the one which are more vulnerable, and the vulnerability decreases when you go from top to bottom. And that's everything, guys. So as I had shown you how you can exploit it, using metasploit, and also I had shown you how you can escalate your privileges. In this case, using metasploit, we fail to escalate our privileges, but sometimes it works. Okay, sometimes it works, and yeah, that's not a problem. And I had also shown you how you can escalate your privileges using something called Windows exploit suggester. Okay, Linux also have it, you can try it out. Okay, when we got the chance, I'll definitely show you. Okay, and as I told you previously, there is something called manual exploit as well. So let's copy the server. Okay, so copy this thing. Let's search for exploit. Okay, let's search for exploit, and let's check what we are getting. So here in the exploit db, you are getting something over there. So let's open this thing and let's look whether we can exploit. Okay, whether we can exploit it or not. So here it is based written on Python, guys. This is for HTTP file server 2.3, which is us. And so here what they're asking is it is tested on Windows machines. Usage, this is the usage as well. And here they given a note that you need to be using a web server hosting netcat. Okay, so we need to have netcat as well. So should I show you guys how you can exploit it? Yes. Okay, so I think we'll be getting same lower privileges as well. So let me download this thing. Let me get this back to my machine. Let's rename exploit db. Let me get it back to my hack the box beep. Sorry, I think it's Optimum. So we got the payload as well, guys. So as required, what we need to do is So let me close this thing. This is not at all necessary. This is let this be. Okay, let this be, because we are hosting our file server now. So simply let me simply do this. Okay, I terminated my Metasploit over there. So here in the ls, you can see something like exploit-db.py. So first of all, let's give privileges for execution. Okay, and as requested, you can see guys here that there is something called netcat. We need to host our netcat on our IP address, so that's fine. That's fine. Let's go to our machine. Okay, so let's locate nc.exe. Yeah, we got it over there once. Okay, so let me copy this thing and let me copy to where www.html. Okay, so if you simply do ls do that, and let's check it whether we got it or not. We got netcat.exe. Okay, nc.exe. So what we need to do is let's start hosting our server. So what we need to do is service apache to start. So this starts our Apache server. I think let's search whether we can do it or not. If it's open, that's fine. Yes, we got. Oh no, I think there is a mistake, guys, because the reason is we are hosting here server, so that's the problem. So I terminated my Python server, and now let me start my Apache server. Yeah, now it started. So now once let's go back to my machine and let me reload. Yes, if you got this page, that means your Apache server is running fine. So let's once check what are the payloads. So here we need to specify the exploit.py, target IP address, and target port number. And here you can see something like so this is our IP address. So I think we need to change some stuff out there. So just a minute. Display. So let me display this thing, and let's change what are all the necessary things we need to change. So this is our local IP address. We need to change it, or else we'll be not getting the shell, which is which is 10.10.14.24. Let's give our port number favorite one 144. Okay, so that's our favorite thing out there. And that's everything, guys. We set it up everything. We have our netcat running on our machine. Okay, and everything is fine right now, guys. So let me save this thing. So now let's simply exploit. Okay, and let's check where this thing is running out there. Okay, on which server this is running. HTTP server is running. I think it's on port 80. So let's try that thing. Python exploit db.py 10.10.10.8 port 80. And we also need to create a netcat server for listening for the incoming connections on port 44. So let's simply let me close this thing, run this thing. I think we haven't got the shell. Okay, we haven't got the shell for a weird reason. So let me look into once again the syntax, and let's check whether we are getting it or not. Just a minute, guys, just a minute. I think we had made all the possible things, right? So display, let's display this thing. Let's check what we had done wrong. This is our local IP address. This is our port. Okay, target port number. Okay, so target port is 80 only. What's the wrong thing? What's the thing we made wrong? nc.exe is also available. That's fine. Let's change the port number once again. Okay, and let me try it. And let's run it once again. I think we got it. Yes, we got the shell. So again, we got a normal shell. So as I shown you previously, so we got already the exploit, right? So what I'll be doing is I will host the server out there python minus m simple http server on port 80. Okay, let's make it to port 8080. Yes, now it's fine, guys. So what I'll be doing is I'll be downloading the file. Let me come back a while. Since we got access to downloads, I think it's already available, right? So if it's available, we can simply run it. No need of server as well. Let's run it. Hi Bharadwaj, how are you? So now we are the admin. So that's how, guys. That's how you can escalate your privileges. And in this video, I had shown you how you can exploit the HTTP file server vulnerability of version 2.3 vulnerability using uh, Metasploit as well as local exploits as well. So if you're having any doubts, feel free to post it in the comment section or even in the chat section right now. I'll be available for 5 minutes or 5 more minutes. Okay. If you're having any doubts, you can post it over there. Waiting for your questions. Okay. Once explain Windows exploit suggested, so that's fine. Okay, I'll definitely. Okay, I'll definitely. So what you need to do is you need to download the Windows Exploit Suggestion. I think you know it. How you can do it, how you can clone it. Let me go to the location where I downloaded it. Okay, so this is the location where I downloaded it, and I'll be navigating to that location. And after downloading it, so let me remove this file. It's Excel file. After downloading it, you need to have something like XLRD. So in order to do this, I'll paste the command pip XLRD. So if you do this thing, if you do this, you will be installing. You can use the Windows Exploit Suggestion little bit more comfortably. So after this, you need to update your Windows Exploit Suggestion. Means you need to update the database by using hyphen Windows Exploit dot slash Windows Exploit Suggestion and update. So it will be updating, and you will be getting something called an Excel file. Okay, so this Excel file contains all the details. Okay, you can copy it and you can search it, what are the details out there. And so what you need to do is, and you need to also go back to your machine, and you need to gather the system info. So simply type system info and copy all the data and paste it in a text file or a text file. Okay, paste it in a text file which I had already done out there. Okay, so what you need to do is, after getting all these things, simply run Windows Exploit Suggestion with an argument called database minus database, and you need to specify this Excel file. Okay, so you can simply do 2 and tab, it will auto complete. And you need to also specify the system info minus system info. Sorry, I think my spelling is wrong. Now specify the file. Okay, hit enter. So now it will be providing you all the possible exploits. Okay, so you'll be getting all the possible exploits. Try out them, you'll be getting sure. Okay, so it's recommended to go from top to bottom. Okay, you can get all the details over there. So that's how you can use it. You can use Windows Exploit Suggestion. Okay, so I don't know what's your name, good hacker, but if you can tell me, I'll definitely remember it. Okay. Okay, your name is Ravi. Okay, I hope it's clear, Ravi. Yeah. Okay. So, guys, any doubts? I can explain it for you. Any doubts, or not only on this thing, you can ask. You can post your questions out there on anything regarding to the cyber security. I can definitely help you. And right now I am on vacation. We got vacation for 1 week, and I'll be going live every day. Okay, I'll be going live every day. So I learn a new topic every day, and I'll teach it. Okay, or I'll be posting out all these hack the box walkthroughs. So this can really help you. And you can also join in my Discord server. So for more support, where we'll be discussing out the things. Okay. So I hope it's fine. If there are no doubts, then I'll end the meeting. Okay, end it. So thank you for watching. Thank you for coming live, guys. It's really wonderful helping you out, guys, and I hope I had given you some good information. Thank you for watching. This is Satvik signing off.